Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Sidebar Sessions. We are your hosts, Shafron, also known as Sweet Pea.
Hi. Teresa, also known as Sweet Tea.
And we're the Sweet Tea Gems. So we're back this week for a fun topic. Let's go to the movies.
Yay!
So before we get into our topic, I want to thank everybody for joining us for our last sidebar session talking about when you should get married. If you haven't seen that one or our previous sessions, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is where every other week we will release our edition of Sidebar Sessions, and we'll also be live on Facebook in the Sweet Tea Gems Facebook group the last Thursday of every month. So you don't want to miss that because we have a fantastic, awesome guest with us at the end of the month talking about blended families. Yeah. So let's go to the movies, y'all.
Yay. Simone.
If you could describe your day in the title of a movie, what would it be?
I would say Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Because, see, he skipped school and stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh.
And he just did anything he wanted to do, right? So, I was going to say, this is a day that I'm just kind of taking off and doing, what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel kind of free, So yes, it would be Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. How about your day?
Either, I wouldn't quite say Thelma and Louise, but maybe a Steel Magnolias kind of day.
Okay, and why? Because they say on Thelma and Louise that didn't they kill themselves at the end? They drove off a cliff.
I think they did.
I didn't see the end of that movie, so I can't really tell you. I can't really tell y'all people. But that's what I heard. So we don't want to be that.
Yeah, let's not say we did.
Okay, but Steel Magnolias, that was a good movie.
I like Steel Magnolias. You're my Sally Field. And I'm your Shelby, but I don't plan on dying of beatus anytime soon.
No, not the sugar diabetes.
Not the sugar beaties.
Yeah.
The powdered sugar beaties.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather. Let's not and say we did.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's get into it. We are going to share with you our top 5 favorite films. Top 5, and some other fun facts about movies that impacted us, what we learned, and why we love them. So, Mama, what's your number 5?
Wait a minute. I didn't order them, so let me see.
Top 5 favorite movies. Top 5.
Yeah, she always has me do these homework and these assignments, and I'm one of these students. I don't really always do my work.
Man from the 5th floor.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to start then. Number 5. I have several, but number 5 is it's a funny movie. Christmas Vacation. Vacation with Chevy Chase.
That's a good one.
Because first of all, the movie is hilarious from the beginning to the end, and so and Christmas time is one of my favorite times of the year. So, but yeah, it's just I just love that movie. It just has me cracking up the whole time. And so that's number 5. That's my top. Okay.
What did you learn anything from Christmas Vacation? What was the message?
The message I got is, the whole thing, not the whole thing, but if you all have seen it, Chevy's, and I forget, what's his name in the
Clark Griswold.
Clark Griswold, his boss. Clark is waiting on a bonus.
Surely.
And he thinks he's supposed to get this bonus. He's just pretty much bet on it, and he's putting a new pool in the house, and he's put a down payment and everything. But the boss is being just really skimpy and everything. So he gets, instead of the bonus, when Chevy opens up the letter, it's a Jelly of the Month club. And so he just goes berserk. But his crazy brother that's played by Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
He decides, okay, I'm going to get this boss. Because Chevy says, just in jest, if I could just tie my boss up and do all this crazy stuff, I would just do it. Well, Dennis does it. So what my point is that, I guess what I get from that is that the boss, these companies shouldn't, if you promise these bonuses or you promise what you're going to give to these employees, do it. Because at the end, Chevy does say, you don't realize that this money is tied to people and it is affecting people's lives and you're taking away things, livelihoods and stuff. So it does have a little meaning to it, but the mess is still, it's hilarious.
My thing that I took from that movie is that you can't pick your family. Everybody in that family
is crazy.
It's crazy.
That is true. You got the aunt that's senile. Yes. Then you got the brother, like that. It's just a nut.
Was it George Burns that was in that movie?
No, but that was the uncle.
Yes.
With the toupee. And,
yes.
And the squirrel was sitting on his head. Then he caught on fire. Then those children, they were really, rusty and whatever. And even then, the brother's children, it's just it's just a mixed up bunch of nuts. So that's a good point. Can't pick your family.
Can't pick your family. Speaking of not being able to pick your family, my number 5, I don't know if this counts, but I picked it anyway. It's a play released to DVD.
What is it?
The Marriage Counselor.
You really? That's one of your favorites, huh?
That's one that I watch over and over again. It's actually my favorite Tyler Perry play.
Okay.
To be honest. Okay. I love the story. I even sit through the singing. There are
yeah, because you generally complain about that.
There are songs in that play that I actually like, but the grass isn't always greener.
It's true.
On the other side.
It's true.
Likewise, you have to water what you have.
Yeah, this is true.
But I really love Floyd. That might have been the first play that Floyd was in.
Yeah. He really played that part. That's probably his best.
I think so
performance.
Too. It was the perfect balance of serious
and comedy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say then my next one it's a musical, but it's not a musical. It is The Sound of Music.
Oh, that's a good one.
First of all, I love the music. I just love the music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Okay. Anyway.
And go.
But it has a lot of meaning. I had to watch it several times to realize probably why it took me so long to realize it was about the war. During the wartime, and I guess that was World War. Which one was it? 1 or 2 with Hitler? Two. And I like that they were actually trying to escape at the end, and and then the whole dynamic with the man and the children. And, him actually beginning to like Julie Andrews instead of the lady that he was going to marry. So it's just a lot in that movie. But I love that movie. I watch that every year. So it's one of mine.
Julie Andrews is a national treasure, even though she's not from here. She's a national treasure.
This is true. And she can really sing.
She can really sing. She still sounds good. She still looks good.
She still looks good. So, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Good movie. Next.
Number 4 for me is also a quasi-musical. And I think it's one of the most, okay, maybe this is a stretch, but one of the most culturally significant black musicals of the latter half of last century, School Days. School Days. I did not go to an HBCU, but I am Greek. I belong to Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. And School Days, for a lot of us, was our first taste or look at what HBCU culture was like. And also what Greek life somewhat looked like. But there's so many underlying issues. They dealt with apartheid in that film. They dealt with classism. they dealt with colorism.
Mm-hmm.
They dealt with those topics, those dynamics, not just on a whole, but also in the smaller microcosm of the Black community, and really called for us to wake up.
This is true.
Yeah.
I watched School Days, and I guess I went to an HBCU, but okay, maybe I'm gonna be a little biased or something, and people might call me out. I'm not a Spike Lee
He's not for everybody.
fan, and so not saying now he's a phenomenal talent and all of that, but it's just the way he directs is not my particular taste.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe that's why I didn't really watch the movie as much, as far, because the content was probably really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he does, So, but it's a good movie. And it is a classic. It is a classic. So.
The cinematography is beautiful. The musical numbers are beautiful. And you see some landmark or breakout performances from now some of our most treasured actors. Your Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Sam Jackson was in that movie.
That's right.
Giancarlo Esposito, Tishina
Arnold, and Tisha, is it Campbell?
That's who I'm talking about. Tisha Campbell was
in that one. Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is a great movie. It is, as far as the content, the actors and the actresses and the people that came out of it and everything. So, touche for that. Like I said, nothing taken from Spike Lee, just not my jam. Okay?
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different. Okay, my next one is what we on? Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know what my number 1 is. And I'm not sure if this is 3 or not, but we're gonna go with and it's a newer sort of up, from my list. Fences. That had Denzel Washington and Viola Davis.
Mm-hmm.
That movie has so much going, so much drama and so many meaty subjects and topics. You first had the marriage, the man, the woman, the infidelity, the woman staying, through all of that, then raising another woman's child. It just went from it. Then you dealt with mental illness. His brother, it was his brother, right? That was mentally ill.
The war ruined him.
That's right. The PTSD. Exactly. Then you dealt with, was it their son that was kind of the wayward, would come, the one that was playing the instrument, just really couldn't really, he finally got it together at the end, but it took him a long time to get his act together.
Yeah.
And so, that dealt with a lot of heavy subjects. A lot of it. And, but it was great acting. Great portrayals especially from Denzel and Viola. Especially from Viola, she just knocked it out the park. But that's one of my favorite movies.
It's amazing. Just a note, sidebar, we gotta do more investment in theater and supporting theater, because that's an August Wilson play.
That's right.
And they pretty much read it verbatim from the play.
That's right.
I'm just amazed at how they were able to paint such a story in however big that yard was.
That's true. The scenery did not necessarily change. It was just that house, that yard, and then a couple of scenes where he had his friend, his best friend,
to the bar or wherever,
and they were also
they were garbage men, racism, classism.
And so that's another good point too. Not just about the racism, but his friend was actually trying to call him out and help, saying, man, you need to go home. Yeah, he was actually trying to hold him accountable. So that was good too. It just showed all the different dynamics of life. Yeah. But it was good. But you're right. It was more like a play because there were really only 2 sets or 2 scenes. And everything took place right there.
But it was full.
But it was right. You didn't realize or didn't feel like you got everything you needed. It was great. It was great directing. Didn't Denzel help direct?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great directing in order for you not to feel like you were missing anything. So that's my number 3.
Who's your favorite character?
Ooh. I believe Viola would be, because she portrayed this. You know, now some people, especially some women that watched it, because it's hard.
Yeah.
She portrayed a very strong woman. And definitely forgiving, you know, and all of that. But at the same time, I think toward the end, she really did stand up for herself. She really did have a voice, and you know. But of course, you know, if anybody's watching anyway, it's no big deal. Denzel died, but at this point, yeah, at this point, if you haven't, spoiler, but for her to be able to really stick with it, stick with the marriage, but at the same time stand up for herself. Then at the same time, when he passed, to raise someone else's child. You know, just all of that. It just showed so much strength, so much character. Not necessarily what any other woman would do. I'm not saying that. You know, and I think that maybe what that movie is about also, to get you to think, you know, to get you to say, okay, what would I do in this situation, or what have you. Maybe you wouldn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, you know, but she played it so well, it got you to see all of that.
Humanized it.
Yes, exactly. That nothing is as cut and dry as you think it is. And just, you know, so it was great.
My favorite character is Mr. Bono.
In Fences? Now, who was Mr. Bono? I can't remember.
The best friend. I think everybody should have a Mr. Bono in their lives.
Yeah, you're right. He was truly a good friend. Yeah, you know, you're right.
To the point where I'm not fooling with you no more.
He sure did. He said, he sure did. He got to a point where, okay, if you're just not gonna listen, you're not gonna, then I can't. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You gotta have somebody close enough to you to say, I can't participate with this foolishness with you.
I'm not with your shenanigans.
Yeah, that was good. Okay.
My number 3.
Yeah, your number 3.
Well, this is also one that has so many human characters and a lot of depth. It's actually a television miniseries.
Okay.
I saw you, and you was dripping wet and naked as you please. I saw you.
Yeah, the Women of Brewster Place. That is a good one.
Another one with all the actors you know and love: Cicely Tyson, Lynn Whitfield, Oprah, Lynette McKee, Jack A. Harry, Paula White. I cannot think of her name. She was
not Paula White.
She was in Sophisticated Ladies. She was Lynette McKee's girlfriend. I cannot call her name, but you know who I'm talking about. A young Robin Givens, a young
Leon, that's right. Because
so many people, too many to name. But great book. If you haven't read The Man of Brewster Place,
The Man of Brewster Place,
yes, it's a rare find, but it's an excellent book.
I can only imagine.
Paul Winfield,
was he in that?
He was her dad. Oprah's character.
That must have been. I missed that
at the very
beginning.
Because he was beating her up, and the mama said,
"Let this girl go." Yes,
or I'll let your soul in hell.
That's right. I forgot. The movie, the series is so long that I forgot the very beginning. Yeah, because she got pregnant
with Basil.
Yes, and he was a true Basil. Okay,
but she dealt with everything from single parenthood
to
gerrymandering, like the physical walls separating them from everything else in the city, poverty, and just so many layers.
You know, when Lynn lost her child, when she stuck her, and then it really was depression, and then Oprah, just brought her back, so it was
liberation, the LGBTQ
community. Did. That's right.
Layers on layers.
It was a lot of layers. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Okay. I got several of them up here, but I think I will do this one. Okay. It's another comedy, but it's a classic.
I think I know what it is. But
I'm gonna get you, sucker. It's a parody on Black life, but that mess is real. I mean, first of all, it's hilarious once again, and it's like, I don't know if you ever have looked at or watched movies like Airplane, Naked Gun. Well, to me, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is an equivalent to that, as far as the way it's written, and that you have to watch everything.
Yeah.
Because there's something, you might miss something, but it's just a parody on Black life. And it's just, I guess you can learn a lot from that.
You can.
Yeah, but it's just fun. I guess I'm laughing so hard, but I guess I'm laughing because I can actually see that. My favorite scene, of course, is when Chris Rock goes into the restaurant and he says he wants one rib. And so, who is it that's playing? Jim Brown?
Is it Isaac Hayes?
It's not Isaac Hayes. It might be both of them.
Yeah, they in there
together. They run in the restaurant, and he says, "We got one rib plate order." They have it because they just opened this restaurant up, and folks, somebody's coming in. And Chris said, "No, one rib." And he say, "One rib." He say he want one rib, and so Chris say, "How much is that?" I'm just gonna throw out something. He say, $10. $10? That's Chris Rock, right? Right. Well, how much is I want a drink. And he says, that's gonna be 50 cents. He getting a list of no 50 cents. Man, can you pour it in my hand? Good Lord, there's some money. And then proceeds to pull out this wad of money. And that's what you call them, just make them go out of that. But anyway, we do that stuff. We try to Jew folk down, but we know we got, I don't know how much money in our pocket, right? Oh, that mess is funny. Oh,
I like blaxploitation films. So
I guess that's almost like that, right?
It's a parody of blaxploitation films.
I love it. But that's my number 4.
You can go out the window.
I mean, my number 2. What are we going up? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, that's your number
2. Mm-hmm.
You can go out the window, or you can take the stairs.
And he goes the stairs every time. That's Damon Wayans, right?
And Kadeem Hardison.
Oh, Lord goodness. But lots of great actors. These are how some of our greatest actors got started, in these type films. And I think that was produced by, not Robert Townsend, but one of...
It was a Keenan Ivory Wayans film.
Oh, really?
He did that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I love how all these different movies, I will say, for Robert Townsend, Keenan Ivory, Spike Lee, they use the same actors.
It's true.
They gonna work.
That's right. And so you're right. I like that they gave opportunities to our own, and sometimes, you got to create opportunities for your own.
You really do.
And so that's what, I do appreciate Spike and all of those for that, really opening doors and really giving opportunities for our black actors and actresses. So kudos.
Definitely.
Your number 2.
Robert Townsend, The 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, that is a great one. That's a great one.
It's a musical. It's quotable. All of the numbers, the original songs in there are great. They're ones that you come to. I got nothing but love for you.
Yeah, I like that song.
Heart is a house for love.
Yeah, those are great songs. They are great songs. And the storyline is good.
It is. It was our Temptations before they had a Temptations movie. And again, all your favorites, Leon being Leon.
Leon being Leon. Yep. That was good. Yeah. Well, you have piggybacked into my number 1.
What's your number 1?
The Temptations.
Oh!
Yeah. That was, man, from the music to the dancing to the story. It's just my all-time favorite. I can watch it over and over. Actually, I think you gave me the gift set for Christmas. It's just great. I love everything about it. Everything. Hands down.
Quotable quotes.
Yeah. And yeah. memorable characters, quotable quotes. Like I said, I like the Temptations music anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, the songs, they, hi. But, so, and then the dance moves and the costumes. I just liked everything about it. That's just my favorite movie.
It's hard not to like, and it's hard not to get attached to Corn, and you wanted Paul to get it together.
Exactly.
But then what happens because these are real people.
These are real people, and that's another thing. I love biographies and autobiographies. Even reading, I like to read autobiographies and biographies, and I like watching them. I like documentaries. So this is right up my alley when I'm looking at something that's related to real life. So it had all my check marks for being my number one movie.
Mm-hmm.
Your number one?
If it's not obvious,
I know what it is.
It's a movie I've seen easily 100+ times. Coming to America. Coming to America. I love the movie itself. It's also meaningful because it's an experience my brother and I shared growing up. Not that we probably should have been watching this movie.
Literally watched it. That was a built-in babysitter. Plug in, Coming to America. Over till they know the lines.
Oh yeah, quotable. Completely quotable.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily appropriate. Hey, don't be calling in on me Facebook talking about why you letting your little children watch Coming to America. Hey, they know better.
Listen,
yes, this is real.
We knew what not
to say. Okay, but proceed.
But I thought it was a great, almost coming of age story. You grew to love the protagonist. You wanted Hakeem to get the girl.
That's true.
That's true. And it's a lesson about humility and the fact that money doesn't solve all your problems and it doesn't have to impact your character.
That's right.
That your reputation should precede you and that you really should choose for things that aren't superficial.
I agree.
And that Jerry Curl juice stains packages.
Yes. Let your soul glow.
So glow.
All right. Hey.
So those are our top 5 films.
Rah, rah, rah. Okay, well, let's now do some rapid fire questions. Just first thing comes to your mind. Okay. So we're going to...
You got to shake up the bowl.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We got some questions here, people. Okay, can y'all see that?
Show your love.
Okay, pick a question.
And this is for you, right?
Yeah.
Best movie snack.
Me, it is nachos with the hot peppers on them. Something about that cheeses.
It's different.
I tried to actually do me some nachos with that, that cheese.
You can buy it, but it's just not the same.
It ain't the same. So, yeah.
Maybe it's because it's been sitting in that thing for the past 2 weeks.
I don't know. Okay, I'm supposed to be picking for you, or you picking for me? Oh, what am I doing?
You're picking for me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Favorite actress?
I have so many favorites.
Ding, ding, ding,
gosh.
ding, 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 ding.
It's probably Viola Davis at this point in time.
Okay.
Probably.
Good choice. Great choice. I'm not going to even ask you why. It's a rapid fire.
It is. And then I'll probably think of something later.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be pulling for you. You
she
started
doing?
it. You started it.
Okay, whatever.
You handed me the bowl.
Just answer the question.
Who would play your husband in a film?
Oh. A Denzel Washington.
Do you think Denzel has the reckless abandon and gravitas of daddy?
No, but see, you didn't say that is not what you asked. You didn't say like my husband or like your dad. You said who would you want to play my husband? and it would be Denzel
I'm
Washington.
just trying to understand your rationale.
There is no rationale other than that man looks good. Okay. Me? Oh,
yes.
Yeah. You asked.
Don't look in the fishbowl.
That's right. Favorite movie song?
Oh,
I know you know that.
The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon. Sing a
Take
snippet.
life one day at a time. Da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da. That's what a wise man said to me. Da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Oh, okay.
You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Glow, the glow, the glow. Ba-da, ba-da. Oh.
Okay.
Dang.
Thanks. That's wonderful, Siobhan. You got. Pick a question.
You are.
No, we don't want to hear any more of that.
You possess the power of the glow. I'm too tickled to do right. I really can sing.
Yeah, she can. She just playing now.
Who would play you in a movie?
Ooh. Oh, first person come, Felicia Rashad.
So you want Claire Huxtable? I like her.
Yeah, I like her. I like her. She's classy, like more. And yeah, pretty even tempered. Yeah, I like her. I think it would be Felicia.
Oh goodness. Now I'm mad.
Why?
I'm not mad. I was thinking about a movie the other day when you asked me my favorite actors. I'm like, these are some of the best actors of our time, but I can't remember who it is.
Well, you think of it before we go. Okay. Favorite Oscar host or moment?
Oh.
Either one.
To be honest, I haven't. My favorite Oscars have been the ones that weren't hosted.
Oh, okay.
Because I ain't never really, really loved any of the. I liked Chris Rock when he hosted.
Okay.
Yeah. Favorite Oscar moment is probably when Take Six came and sang the nominees for Best Song.
I remember that. And I watch all the Oscars. I don't.
It was the year that Toy Story came out because You've Got a Friend in Me was nominated.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don Juan DeMarco was nominated. A bunch of movies I can't. Carol Bayer Sager, Marvin Hamlish.
Yeah. Great writers. Mm-hmm. Okay. For moi.
The first movie you saw in a theater.
Oh, the first one. The Ten Commandments.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, it's nothing like seeing, I watch that every year on TV, but it's nothing like seeing it at the theater. Because think about, it has a lot of, not graphics, but you know what I mean. The scenery, what's the word for it when you what am I trying to say? But anyway,
the cinematography
is great.
And the visual effects.
The visual effects, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you seeing the Red Sea part, on this big screen, and I remember we went as a family, Dad took us and stuff. So that's my first movie in a theater.
That sounds like something Granddaddy would take y'all to see.
Of course. Yeah. But it was good though. So that was my first one. Okay. Favorite genre of music? I mean, not movie.
Probably documentary, but if we want to get into fiction, drama.
Okay. Drama.
Like a good biopic or a good long 3-hour Forrest Gump type.
Okay. You like that. Okay. Yeah, I like dramas, but nobody asked, but my favorite, of course, is comedy.
Didn't nobody ask you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Your favorite actor?
I ain't gonna say his name again. Let's see then. It's like my favorite actor. It really, It's Denzel. Not because he looks good, but he can play such a wide range of characters and play them well.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's my favorite actor. It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't argue with that.
That's right. Don't argue with that. You know you're right.
It's supposed to be drawing for me.
Oh, that's right. Least favorite movie.
There was one. There's been a couple that I wanted my money back or I wanted my time back. And I think I have successfully erased most of those films from my mind because they were that traumatic.
Oh, wow.
It's probably stuff in the vein of like Pootie Tang or...
See, that I ain't never heard of that.
Soul Plane I did not care for. Awful. Oh, A Fall from Grace.
Oh, okay.
But I can't say that was necessarily my least favorite because I got some laughs.
Yeah, right. It wasn't, but that's so... Oh, wow. Dregs of the dregs, okay? So, I don't know. But anyway, that was fun, people.
That was
fun. People, chime in and let us know what your favorite movie is. And favorite movie or favorite actress or actor. And let us know.
Absolutely.
So, I enjoyed it.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
I don't know the words to it.
You know what? I don't either.
I know she said so. She said she did that as a sign to her. Is it her mother?
Her grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I think
because her grandmother was always watching, so she says, "I thought that was cute."
I thought that was cute too.
All right, Facebook. Is that it, babes?
All right, YouTube. What channel are we on?
Oh, Facebook, YouTube. I'm sorry.
Everybody, because some of you will be watching
That's right. That's
Facebook.
Right. That's right.
Yes, speaking of that, make sure you follow us on Facebook at Sweet Tea Gems or Instagram at Sweet Tea Gems. And why are these people popping fireworks?
Yes, they are.
Anyway, follow us on those channels, and again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all of your Sweet Tea Gem sidebar sessions content. Don't forget on Thursday, September the 24th. Is that the right
That's
day?
right.
September the 24th, we will be live on Facebook with our special guest, Reverend Dr. Evangelist Alderwoman Connie Taylor of Crystal Springs, Mississippi, who will be with us talking about blended families. So you're not going to want to miss that topic, I guarantee you. So follow us there, subscribe here, and if you have suggestions for topics that you would like to see, you can email us at letstalk@sweetteagems.com. So we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.